this is how you waste money on current health trends. A lot of people nowadays spend lots of money for their health, which is in and of itself a good thing, because investing money in your own health is the best investment that you can do. But there are so many things nowadays out there where people invest their money in, specifically when it comes to their health. They see an ad online, they see different products online, they are very promising, they sound very promising, and they buy that stuff immediately, or after some consideration, they buy different products, different supplements. And in this video, I'm gonna explain to you a little bit on how you waste lots of money on different health trends that are doing nothing for your body, and in some cases they're even not good for you, or they even do harm for you. So let's get right into it. So one of the biggest issues that people have, or that one of the biggest issues with all of that, is that most of the time people don't know what actually is going on in their bodies when they have chronic illness, or when they're trying to heal from something. Because mainly, or most of the people out there that try to heal from chronic illness, they are the ones that try to invest money in their health. They try to invest in their health because they want to get rid of the problem that they actually have. And in order to do that, they try to buy products, they try to buy supplements, they try to do different trendy traps on how I call them. And then they figure out after a couple of years that it did nothing. And the biggest issue with that is that when you have chronic illness, the biggest issue here is that before you buy anything, or before you do anything about your health, you have to know what's going on in your body in the first place. If you don't know what's causing your chronic illness, if you don't know what's causing your conditions, your brain fog, your fatigue, your tiredness, your endometriosis, your concentration issues, your memory issues, your gut problems, your colitis, your Crohn's, and so on, your tinnitus, if you don't know what's causing that, then it basically doesn't make any sense to spend any money on anything, because it's just all trial and error. You have to know what's going on in the body first, and then you can purchase the products. Then you can purchase the foods and the supplements and the gadgets that you might need in order to heal that. That's what's actually going on. So before you try to invest money in your health, you need to know what's going on in your body in the first place. And this is where nobody really talks about. People just claim promising health benefits of their supplements, or of their products, of their biohacking things whatsoever, without even mentioning of what's really going on in your body in the first place. So how can these things help you when they don't even know what's going on in your body in the first place? That's something that you always have to remember. Before you buy something, what is it doing to my body, and is it actually healing the root cause of what I have? And if you don't know what's the root cause of what you have, then it's worth a consideration and worth thinking about that as well, and worth researching about that as well, before you actually try to do something about that, because that should be the first step. So people go out there and buy hyperbaric oxygen chambers, which is not something that is harmful for you, but it's also not something that is getting rid of the root causes of chronic illness. It's not getting rid of pathogens. It's not cleansing the body out of heavy metals. It's not getting rid of bacteria, viruses. It's not cleansing your liver. And this is something that you need the most when you want to heal from chronic illness. People spend money on psychedelics, which is actually extremely harmful for your brain, for instance. It's the hallucinations that you get from it, and the adrenaline output that you get from taking psychedelics can destroy brain cells. It can destroy your brain in general. There are so many people that are just completely fucked up from psychedelics, because psychedelics can actually do lots of harm. This is another thing. People spend money, thousands of euros on psychedelic ceremonies. They spend hundreds of euros for going to shamans and doing psychedelics. And in the end, their mental health gets even worse after these trips. So, and this is not where it stops. There are also people, and specifically I also heard that some business owners are doing full body CT scans every year. Is that something that's good or is that something that's bad? In my opinion, it's really bad because you get exposed to so much radiation all the time. Every time you do a CT scan, you get exposed to radiation. I mean, of course, it's for some people, they need to know what's going on in their body, but even on the CT scans, first of all, they don't really know how to interpret the scans. They don't know that sometimes if you have some gray spots or some dark spots in your brain, that it could be because of heavy metals. And also, they don't see everything in CT scans. Just because you did a CT scan and it's showing that nothing is wrong with you, it doesn't mean there are not other things in your body that can wreak havoc and cause chronic illness. So doing CT scans every year, oh my God, that's not something that I would do, to be honest. Then a lot of people spend so much money on supplements, again, without knowing what's really going on in your body. And if you don't know what's going on in your body, you just do trial and error. And some of the best examples for that are multivitamins. It's just a concoction of 50 vitamins in one capsule. And the biggest issue with that is, first of all, there are bad fillers in there most of the time. AG1 is a good example for that. There's soy in there, which is bad. I think there's even citric acid in there. There are flavors in there. So this is something I would completely avoid. And people spend hundreds or even thousands of euros on these garbage supplements. So without knowing what's going on in your body, I wouldn't buy supplements. First of all, you need to know the root cause, and then you can target that with supplements. And then supplements can be extremely powerful, but not when you don't know what's going on in the first place. That's really important to understand. So people buy, they buy different multivitamin capsules, and the biggest issue is that you have so many vitamins in there. You have like 50 vitamins in there, and people think, yeah, that's so cool. I get everything in one capsule. Meanwhile, you need lots of zinc. You just need some nutrients of that bottle in a higher dosages, which is then very effective for you. Meanwhile, you just get a speck of zinc. You get a speck of lemon balm. You get a speck of cat's claw, but it's just so little that it does nothing for your health. So in case of supplements, it's always better to buy supplements that have the full ingredient, that only have one ingredient, where you get lots of the nutrients that you actually need, compared to you getting a multivitamin capsule where everything is in there and you get basically everything, but of the nutrient that you need the most, you basically get nothing. That's a big issue when spending so much money on multivitamin supplements. On the other hand, people spend so much money on protein powders. Like every dollar that you spend on protein powder is a waste dollar, is wasted money. And additionally, every dollar that you spend on collagen is wasted money, because collagen doesn't build collagen. You need building blocks to support your connective tissue, that your connective tissue in your body can actually build collagen for itself. It doesn't work, collagen, and it never worked, and it never will work. So these are just some examples on how much money people spend on these health products that are doing absolutely nothing. Prebiotics is another thing. It's just, I could go on and on and on and on how much money you spend on these garbage supplements. Shilachit, or how I call it, shilashit. It's just, it's on top of, it's just not good at all for your body. Shilachit is dehydrating in higher amounts, and it's irritating for the intestinal linings. I would never do that, and most of shilachit is even highly contaminated. So it's another trend, again, from people that don't know what's going on with you. They're just recommending you their products. They just want to make money out of their products. They don't care if you actually heal or not, and they don't know what's going on with you. How can they know if that product is helping you or not? That's the issue there. People are also spending lots of money right now about the ice bath tubes. People, for thousands of money, people are building or buying ice bath tubes at home that they can do their ice bath, which is another trend that is harmful for you. Ice baths are not good for you, I'm sorry to say. It puts the body under so much adrenaline. It's not natural, it's not good for your body when it's exposed to so much cold. It puts your body into hypothermia. It's a survival mechanism. And in that survival mode, your body produces so much adrenaline. Your adrenals produce so much adrenaline to keep you going that you basically survive. And this is something that is very harmful for somebody that has chronic illness. Of course, you feel very good after doing the ice bath, but that's only because of the adrenaline output that you get when you're doing ice bath. Talk to somebody with adrenal fatigue. Talk to people with neurological fatigue, with neurological symptoms, where they have legs that feel like sandbags, or where they crash throughout the day all the time. If they would do ice bath, they would kill themselves. They can't do it. They can't even handle it. It's for healthy people, they feel good after it. But even for healthy people, they can do it, yes. But even for healthy people, it's not good, and I would never recommend that. And it's different when you are an athlete and after you had your match, or you want to just cool your leg or anything. Of course, you can put your lower body, of course, you can put your feet or even your whole leg in cold water to cool it down, or to shower, or to have a quick cold shower to reduce the heat when you're out on the court, or when you're out on the pitch and it was very hot and then you want to cool down the body a little bit. That's different. But if you expose your body every day to ice bath, it's another trend where you also spend money for it. Cryotherapy is another thing. So many people go to these chambers and they get cryotherapy, and it's basically even harmful for you, and you spend money for that. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous on how much money people spend out there. And if you want to really know what's actually going on in your body in the first place, and then you can take the right kind of supplements and foods that are actually helping getting rid of the root cause of your symptoms, then it's worth it thinking about investing in these kind of things. But not when you don't know what's actually going on. And if you want to know more about that, check out my website. It's in the description. On that website, you can book your free discovery call with us, and then we can actually talk about it and bring some action into your healing process. Because in the end, I don't think you wanna stay sick. I don't think you wanna have chronic illness for the rest of your life. I think you want to enjoy your life. I think you want your life back. And if you want that, you shouldn't wait longer and you should take action. So see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.